right, somebody asked me recently if I can do a video on how to make hard lines because they were getting ready to do their system. Now I gotta tell you, I'm not a professional. I'm basically winging it as I go, learning what I can from everywhere that's available to anyone who's trying to do a YouTube, all the social media sites, etc. What I was willing to do though is make mistakes to learn. As you can see, the beautiful pile of useless shit along with these that just didn't bend right. Now, what I did learn the hard way is I made these two by eyeball, and my OCD, I don't even want to point it out to you guys, but there is differences, very small differences. And what I learned the second time around, and these two I wasted many rolls, okay? For the next set of lines, this is where I really learned the trick. These two, I made no mistakes. They came out exactly symmetrical. And here's what I did. So first, cut you out two pieces. If you're doing something symmetrical, cut out two pieces of line exactly the same size. In this case, these were 40 inches each. Cut them out, straighten them out using this tool right here. Straighten it out. And then I came back with a ruler and I marked it every 2 inches all the way down the entire thing. Now with, of course, all my fuck up pieces, if I wanted to make a bend and I wasn't entirely sure and I wanted to see where it was going to land, I would do a test piece. So for example, this bend coming up over the manifold, I took a straight piece that was a cutoff, and using the same 2-inch markings, I did 2-inch markings, and I said, all right, let me go ahead and make a bend. So what I did is I popped it in here, marked it, and as you can see, oh, it's too long, right? That's no big deal. I could trim here and bring it in. But what I was more focused on is it the same U-turn, the same 290-inch bends. And with these marks, I'm able to transfer it onto the good piece. And as you can see there, I went ahead and found out, hey, I need a trim to get into the manifold and have these perfect. So I did the same bend at the same time on the opposing sides. So check this out. Right now, these are exactly symmetrical. Now moving on to my next bend, which is going to be to tilt down just a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. So I went ahead and I marked them the same. Now again, where your bender is going to bend the pipe is really up to how you do it and the bender you have. In order to get the bend right here, I'll need to register it in my tube bender right there. You need to learn your tube bender. I'm using this Imperial. I forget the fucking model number. I can put that in the description of this video. But what I did learn with the test piece is I want to bend at this line, but I'm going to register it on this little mark right here. So that's why, hence I have this extra little mark. So see, if you bring this over to the piece, I found that bending right here, registering on my tube bender, I'll get a bend there. And you just basically walk down the line. See, I am using, here's my bend that I want to make, right? Here's the bend I want to make. And now I'm registering at eyeball level with that little piece on the tube bender. So I'm going to go ahead and chuck up these two pieces, the outer lines, and I want to make my first or my second bend. So that's basically it. Start off with two pieces the same length, make your 2-inch registration marks, and then learn your bender. And then just work down the line. Make sure you do the same bend to each side as you go down, and I guarantee you, you're going to come up on two perfectly symmetrical pieces. Otherwise, you'll have to start over. But just be willing to make mistakes, and I hope this helps someone out. Here's a picture of the bender I used. I got it off Amazon.